All right. Let's start this in 5, 4, 3, 2. The Knockback Shield, aside from being able to let you parry and, giving you that momentary invincibility whenever you get hit, this is not the most useful of shields. But hey, it is still an item in the game, and that does mean that I have to do it in one way or another, unfortunately. So the entire gimmick around this thing is that whenever you parry an enemy with this, you will get a huge amount of knockback, which is something that's never been... I mean, it's been in the game for a very long time, but I always use that as an example of something that was experimented around with, but never really came to fruition as a real tactic. Even at this point in the game, the only thing that you can say about it is that the Spartan sandals can be good in some specific circumstances. Stuff like the Knockback Shield, Wrenching Whip, Impaler, not so much. And, hey, who knows? Maybe it'll be doing a little bit more than I think over the course of this. Certainly, especially with the 5-cell area, there are a few more areas that I can knock enemies off of to great effect. Not that that makes that much of a difference, especially at that point in the game. I mean, hell, if I just go with the turret build as I'm doing right now, I might not even end up using this shield too much. But I did think that for today, I'm going to attempt to do a tactics run, because tactics run in general, I mean, they do benefit from having a shield, stuff like ammo conservation, management and everything like that helps. And this is also one of the very few shields that does synergize with the tactics build. Builds off of tactics in any way. So it's something to at least attempt. I have no idea. This is one of those items that I'm going to say right now, I don't have a lot of hopes for, but hey, that's why we got the streams. Streams are always good for kind of train wrecky type of episodes, if you ask me, because at least I don't have to focus entirely on how lackluster the weapon is. I think. Man, I don't know. Look, I'm going to try to do this as much as possible, but I think the first thing's probably going to be switching out the bow and infinite arrows for... God, I don't even know. Quick bow? Quick bow has problems with ammo, so being able to shield, parry to get back that ammo over and over could be pretty nice. As it is, yeah, it is also a shield. One of the great things about the parry shield is that it is a shield, and shields are good. They've gotten so much more respect as of late. I like that, because even back in the day, it's like nobody really liked using shields because the risk-reward payoff was never very good. Although I want to say, in the current landscape of Dead Cells, especially with the high cell difficulty, it's gotten so much more attractive to use this thing, and I like that. I like having that sort of utility in a run, but also not feeling like it is putting myself in danger every single time I'm using it. Oh, and one of the things that might actually be worth using here is just holding up the shield and having enemies knock themselves off of areas if I can, position myself well enough, or just happen to find myself in a level that really works well with that. I mean, if nothing else, again, you can just parry. Parrying is a viable strategy, and it is one that I'm going to be using anytime that we got a shield-based run, after all. Quick bow, yep, I'm going to try to find a quick bow here. Alchemic Carbine could also be nice, but doesn't really benefit too much from any sort of shield play, so... blowgun could? Like, do I want to... You want to go blowgun? Because I think... it would also be nice if I did knock back enemies that shot me with, like, projectiles, or maybe it's like the projectiles become super powerful, though that's already a parry shield thing. I don't know, the idea of knockback, it's like, wouldn't that make sense to have that be extra powerful with, like, some sort of projectile, or even, like, bombs or something? But again, there's already a shield that does that. I don't know, it's weird, because this is one of those OG items that was introduced a very, very, very long time ago in the game, so it is kind of basic compared to a lot of the other items that you find in the current landscape of Dead Cells. And no, I would like to see a rework of it eventually, something in the same way that the Spartan sandals got, but I just have my doubts that's ever gonna happen at this point. Would the parry shield be able to knock the Hand of the King into spike pits? Parry shield, I don't think so, but the knockback shield, I think might be able to. But the Hand of the King and his interaction with spike pits is generally makes him more dangerous, not less dangerous, which is always a super fun sort of thing to have happen. Just give me, you know, I'm rethinking this right now. Let's actually go with something else. Masochist instinct. You know, let's go with the old standby, disengagement. When we're talking about tactics runs, you never can go wrong with disengagement. All right. I prefer machine knitting, but right now I can't watch streams during it. Oh, yeah, I can understand that. You don't want to knit together your hands. And it's a bad look for everybody involved. Okay. Parry shield. The shields in general, not just parry shields. I don't know why I keep talking about that now. It's like not going to be very good with rats. Rats are hard to parry just in general, and also are so populous that even if you parry one, you're not going to parry all of them. Get a good distance out here. And then try and get that cloud working for me. Also, I should probably get rid of the double crossbow-matic. I said that I wasn't going to be using that in runs anymore because it's just too good. But wasn't really considering that when I picked it up at first. Dead Cells mods? There's no Dead Cells mods. This is your classic, average Dead Cells type of episode, at least for right now. I'm still planning that eventually when we get to the point that I've kind of... okay, good. Eventually when we get to the point that I've kind of finished with like the showcase runs, that I'll probably end up switching over for... There we are. Switching over to start doing like a bunch of more modded type of stuff, but for right now, there's still plenty of items left here. Knockback Shield, even as unimpressive as it is still a new type of weapon to be using after all. Why is a custom run there? Oh, I mean, it's a... Well, first off, you should be playing with custom. I would like to say you should be playing with custom mode. Just in general, I think that makes the game experience a lot better, and also it is very explicitly a part of the game there for you to use. But I mean, it's also I'm largely using it to have the weapon du jour be more likely to find it in runs as of right now, because otherwise it would be a little bit too rare to find upgrades for it, which would be annoying and would not make for a very good episode. Oh, Doc the Catchers. Yes, of course. This weapon is gotten from catchers if you want to use it for whatever reason. I don't know. Maybe you're just completionist. Maybe you really like the idea of knocking around enemies. I might not, but, you know, hey, different strokes, etc. Come on. The parries have better timing than so many of the weapons in the game for the biters. That is something that annoys me perhaps a little bit. Just a little bit, though. Not too much. No, of course, of course. Ooh, we'll take that. And then, yeah, as you can see, it's like... It's going to be good for ammo management when I eventually get up to enemies that really require it. As of right now, things are dying even with just a parry by itself. But it's like, man... It's... Just throw down the turrets and let them do all the work you need. That's all this run is really going to require for the most part. See, even like going for that parry there, probably a bad idea. I'm still doing it anyway because that's part of the whole showcase. What's the point of a showcase if I'm not going to be doing the parries and stuff? That's what I say. And you're giving me an upgrade for this, eh? He said that I shouldn't be using it. I shouldn't be using either of these turrets, but whatever. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Yep. If there are any shields that exist in the game, they will be immediately turned into knockback shields. That's kind of important for the whole like style that I'm going with for the showcase run today. Because basically any other shield that appears would just replace the knockback shield. I'm not going to be doing double shield runs, so I think it's kind of the way that you got to do it if you're going to do it like this. Whoop. And okay, you know what? Forget all about this. I'm just gonna. Once again, You know what the best strategy is? Just use the turrets. What can I say? It's like shield runs especially, I think, are a little bit difficult to do showcases of just because they really do... They really are like secondary items. They're not like something that you're going to be doing like primary damage source. It's not going to be your primary damage source for most runs. You can try and make it work that way for stuff like the Blood Shield or Punishment, but even then, it's like you're going to be putting yourself in some pretty precarious situations. So it's always one that I would, let's say, take with a grain of salt if you want me to say, yeah, you really should be doing damage with a shield. And on top of that, of course, the having the perhaps not super amazing good shield right now is maybe making it a little bit more questionable even on top of all of that. It really is just a turret run today, isn't it? It's a good item. It's a good item. Turrets. It's a good category of items, what am I even saying? But it's still like, yeah. You have an amazing shield right now? Yeah, I know. Don't think you can capo your way out of that. See through your sarcasm so easily. By the way, yeah, if you didn't know, if you parry a projectile, or well, if you parry like an egg, it will turn into a friendly biters. It's not super useful. It is somewhat useful though. Well, I did kind of like the idea of that exploding into poison when it died. Like kind of like throwing it as a bomb with a parry, but let's be honest, how often is that really going to be coming up? Hey! Okay, fine. I'll just use the potion charge. You don't got to tell me twice. I mean, you kind of do, but I did it anyway. Because I wanted to make sure that... Because I wanted to try and use the shield more. What can I say? I think it is... This is certainly maybe the most the shield's going to have to be used this entire run. Be far more of a classic type of showcase rather than something specific to items. Anything else I even want to do in here? Oh, there's an emergency door if I felt like it, and I don't. It's a Wave of Denial shield. Yeah, but Wave of Denial is much better. Well, also Wave of Denial shield I would count more as like punishment than the Knockback Shield. It's like Knockback Shield, I don't know. Maybe, I mean, we can actually check this right now. How is the damage on Knockback Shield compared to everything else? 30 to 60, 50 to 80, 20 to 40. Slightly higher? Like slightly higher. I gotta say, it's not something impressive enough to... It's not something impressive enough to really count as like an important part of the run, at least yet. Yeah, if I am worried about ammo management as of right now, I'm going to do that. Nothing significant. Yeah. Why no door? I was getting hit an awful lot in that area. I already blew a potion charge. There was no way I was going to be hitting the 60-kill door, unfortunately. One of 3 tactics scaling shields. Yep, and that's kind of, No, don't even take that. Although I was talking about Impaler, because that is allegedly an item that does work with movement, pushing enemies back into walls, but it's so minor that it barely even matters. There we are. Like, so incredibly minor. Keep doing it if you want. I'm confident enough in my parry ability to take you out. There we are. Whew, okay. 5 before Christ. Yes, we are currently playing as 5 before Christ. Or if you are some sort of godless heathen, before the Common Era. As always, I prefer to play Anno Domini, but we can't really always get that sort of thing in Dead Cells especially. Unfortunately. One of these days, AD is going to be accepted as one of the difficulties in Dead Cells, but as of yet, Motion Twin has not responded to any of my letters. Some try-hard cringe lord difficulty. Oh, shut up. Get him in the back. Get him in the back, or if you can't get him in the back, just Hey. Hey. Oh, come on now. You are clearly being hit right now, sir. There you go. Good enough. Bowgun is one of those items that I feel like I don't use enough. It's pretty good and has a very hefty critical on it. It's just like, it's sometimes pretty hard to hit. And now then. Of course, against these sort of characters, I don't think that should be surprising to anybody. But at the same, yeah, sure. But at the same time, it's like, hey, still worth mentioning. Good, good. Okay. I told you, this is a Christian channel. Does everybody forget about that? Because it is heavily based in Christian doctrine, of course. And actually, by watching this, you do get your sins justified. I got it approved by the bishop and everything. Good dodge. Take out those rats real quick, and then... Got it. Got it. Okay, there we go. Oh, man. That is a little bit rough, but it's still working out just fine. Fortunately, for whatever reason, those characters don't have backs. They should, if you ask me. But they don't. However, birds definitely do. It always kind of bothers me that we get these really late-game enemies, the slammers, in this particular area. It feels like they're maybe a little bit out of place, if you're to ask me. Also, yeah, here's that whole example that I was saying where it's just like, maybe we're going to be seeing the shield, except for that was an amazing parry right there. Oh boy, that was not as amazing. You got me. I'll say it right now. Oh, pyrotechnics. Pyrotechnical. Or perhaps getting... This is very annoying, by the way. This is such a... Oh, why are these like one of the few enemies that can teleport around even if they got the... Even if they got the shield. Got it. They shouldn't be able to do that. Why not parry his AoE? I don't know the timing for that. I've maybe like parried that once. It is. That juice ain't worth the squeeze, I'll say that right now. Burning oil sounds good. Sounds good. I am going to take this one for right now. It's not going to synergize too well with everything else, but at least it'll be good for damage, especially because I do... Oh, no, I don't have any oil right now. That's unusual. I have to go look that up. I'll have to go look up what I can do with that again. It makes my asthmas a jokes. Sins justified? This is satanic string. Justified is the proper name for sins being forgiven. I'm sorry if you don't understand. Harumph. Go back to doing your sword drills, young mister. Now, go back up here and... Oh! I almost missed it. It does have generous parry timing, but it's like, did you see how much damage I took from that? That would have been death on wheels, man. Because by an indulgence, they have done that since the 15th century. I'll take the toxic every time I take damage. It sounds good. Now then. Yeah, nobody said anything about, Nobody said anything about how there was a challenge rift there, so I am putting any blame on me almost missing that on you guys, because you're the ones that don't have to play the video game. You just watch here, so you should know immediately. Okay. Like, where are you backing me up? You're my backup, chat. You're my wingman. You're supposed to tell me this sort of thing. There we are. Ooh, there's the good stuff. Flawless challenge rift. It's looking good. Atoned is another word for forgiving sins. Yeah, but you have your sins justified. Whatever. This bit is not worth going this far into it. Yeah, Spider Sword was actually done very, very early in the runs. I think I did that like as the 5th run or something in the latest season of Dead Cells. So, yeah. Doc's my wingman in real life. Oh, that's sweet. But also not true. But I didn't say anything about that. Let's see. What do I even want to get here? Really, it feels sort of like I just want to go take another sort of defensive mutation. Maybe Masochist. How about support? I've been using a lot of turrets. I think that's probably a good idea for right now. Doc, be my wingman in real life. Oh. No. Your glorified background sounds. I'm not watching Really Go. What? I think he died. And unfortunately, dying while taking the Lord's name in vain is an instant trip to hell. That's too bad. That's why you always gotta live like you're dying, as that one guy said. Who said that? Garth Brooks? Ah, whatever. It doesn't matter. Let's hit the bars and get crazy. Cousin Nico bowling. Now then, I'm just a newbie. That explains it. It's called neophyte. Is what you're considered on this channel. Take you out real quick. A what? A neophyte. Have you never heard the term before? Oh, that could be interesting. I mean, I was saying it's like I should really stop taking I should really stop taking the double crossbow matic. I use that way too many times in these runs. I might as well take this instead, which is clearly going to be working a little bit better for me. And also, I think matches well with the whole style of the knockback shield just in general. Being a better version of that. Sure, a more limited use version, but it does so much more. Oh, you crawled back from the depths of hell to say that you meant religiously. Ah, damn. Okay. Woof. All right, don't woof. I don't know. This is gonna... Oh, come on now. Well, I'm not gonna risk this with the shield by itself. I should... Yep, I knew I was gonna be finding this soon enough. Don't woof. I know. I know. I keep forgetting. All right, well, I do need to go get 20,000 gold if I want to... if I want to try and get this working for me. But I don't think it's going to matter too much. The other thing is that I really do want to buy an upgrade for my... no, got stunned. There we go. I do need to go get an upgrade for the shield already. This is... If we're going to be doing a shield run, as always, I want to have the most powerful version of this that I can. And I usually forget about that really quick. 11, not bad, not amazing yet. God, look at how much better this is already doing. And there we are. And there we go. All right. What else we got going on here? I mean, it's not that much of an increase in damage, so I'm not going to worry too much about it. What is at the top of this area? This is like a generation that I don't really see too much. Or at least I feel like I don't really see too much. I don't know. Anyway. Tesla Coil OP. Tesla Coil is very, very good for big groups of enemies. Not anything else, but big groups of enemies will be taken down extremely, extremely good. Have you played Darkest Dungeon? I have. I actually did it on stream a while ago, using people in chat. I did not actually finish it, because I died to the final boss of the Crimson Court, and I was just like, you know what, I'm done. There we go. That's a lot of good stuff happening there, at least. Well, was a lot of good stuff happening there. Oh man, so much for rallying up, too. Bam. Single yike. good. Oh, man, go down already. There we go. Ah, a little bit rough, a little bit rough. But that's the price of taking that. That's the price of taking that thing. Anyway, Darkest Dungeon was also banned. I mean, Darkest Dungeon wasn't really banned. It was just it's been done now. Like, we're done. I would call it completed. It's hardly as terrible as something like Wizard of Legend, which is completely and utterly banned, and I will never, ever play. Ever. Ever. Let's take a look. 13, still not as good as I'd like to have it for stuff. Good. I mean, I suppose, Knockback Shield does knock back enemies to, get them in position for a little bit more ranged attack, but even then, it's not that much more. It's not like it's really breaking the bank as far as stuff do. You would also call Risk of Rain 2 completed. I mean, I did complete it, but I mean, I guess, really, I suppose the term for that one would be abandoned. To the void, never to be seen again. No, I've never played Wizard of Legend, nor will I ever. Same with Silksong. Good. You also, I absolutely, we saw credits in Katana Zero. That is absolutely completed. Just because you didn't like the ending doesn't necessarily mean that it's not the ending. Come on now. There we go. Now then. 15,000. There's no way. There's no way I'm going to get up to 20k for the potion charge, which is unfortunate, but I think that's just going to have to be how it be. Look, just because, like I said, the ending, yeah, was a bit unsatisfying, but at the same time, not everything needs to have a complete, like, everything needs to be explained sort of story. If only you had the Greed Shield right now. Yeah, that probably would have helped. Well, a little bit. It wouldn't have helped that much. Let's be honest here. Could get to 20k with that. Maybe. I'm going to say you might be able to get to 20k. Really, if I just didn't take so much damage from the the Inquisitors over there, I would have been at full health and it would have been fine. But unfortunately, I did, and that's what happened. If I suggest a game, can I suggest the other ending of Katana Zero? Katana Zero? No, you can't suggest Katana Zero anymore. It's been completed. I do keep like, game suggestions open for, alternate content. Oh, wait, I forgot to get off of 2 times damage. It's fine. Yeah, it's like, I don't know if alternate endings count as, like, content that I didn't really complete. Fortunately, ooh. I think I'm just going to have to go with a potion charge for right now. And unfortunately get hit again immediately. You played Hotline Miami? I have not. Okay. Keep going. Here's the thing. At least I probably won't need another potion charge on top of all of this. Oh, whatever. Like, you're going to do any better. This is an impossible seed, and I will pay $1,000 to anybody that complete... No. No, I'm not going to do that. There we go. Man, people really did not like Katana Zero as a playthrough. That's too bad. I enjoyed that game a lot, but it's like, man. It was one of those very hated ones. Gonna die to the concierge? No! No, I'm not. Anyway, let's actually, like, I think, like, the double damage there, maybe not the best idea. Why are you tiny capping me? Doc, you have 14 main stats. Yeah, it's working out pretty well. Change mutations. No. I'm still planning to get something that's going to actually work with it eventually. As of right now, yeah, it might not be, like, super amazing. But I think that if given enough time, I will be able to get the stats that I require to really make this run start popping off. Like, you wouldn't even believe. And you might think it's like, no, I will believe that because I've seen plenty of very good runs in this game before, and this one is not really one of those. To which I would respond, whatever, nerd. That's okay. That wasn't all that good of a run anyway. More like get fuck nerd. Well, hey, at least we get like the lewd and crude section of the stream now. What do you want to? What do you want to talk about now, kids? I'm transforming into the werewolf that I am. Your Katana LP was done. Who complained? I think you know exactly who complained. Fuck Palace. Fuck Palace. What is fuck Palace? Wait, is this Knockback Shield? I mean, kind of. To be honest, the Knockback Shield is not that great. I mean, it was exactly as I thought it was going to be at the start of the run, so shouldn't really surprise you at all that it's like, these mirrors are getting hot in here. Why don't you just take off your wedding dress? Anyway. Well, I walked right into that, to be fair. Anyway, Knockback Shield is just worse Spartan Sandals? No, I agree. I like straight up agree. I was even talking about like how I was using the Wave of Denial there as I was even talking about like using Wave of Denial there as kind of like a better version of the shield. I still hold to that. Absolutely. It's a shield? No, there are great shields in the game. This one's just unimpressive. Extremely unimpressive. Certainly you wouldn't want to bring this shield home to Mom. She'd be like, oh, get that shield away from me, which is very easy because all you got to do is parry one of my attacks. That's stupid. Anyway. So far I haven't missed a stream in a month. That's a lot of streams. Yes, it is. No, it's no September. You gotta know that it's like there's a big difference between the two there. I mean, if you insist, but I need some help. My small rat hands won't reach the buttons on the back. Oh, that's horrible. I don't want to think about small rat hands. They're very good at grasping things like pieces of food. Okay. Tiny, tiny rat claws. Yes, this stream has turned into a fan cast of Ratatouille, as you know. It's always been that, even though I've never actually seen that movie. Now then, there's Magic Missile, which I'm not taking. As always, I know. We're not going to do it. We're not going to do that. I'm just saying that it's like, it's there. Anyway, there's the 30 kills. Should be able to do this. Yeah, imagine missing a stream. Then you wouldn't be able to get the points to make me play another one of the games that I don't want to play. Which are all games. I hate video games. They're terrible. The worst. We already got No Nut November. How many months out of the years are we supposed to sit out? I mean, just what you want to do is you want to nut as much as possible during September, and then simp as much as possible during Nutvember. I don't know. This seems like a very obvious course of events to me. After all, September, you know, right into... You got like a month then to do both at the same time. This room should have a 60 kill door. No! Doc is the man and Alex is the rat controlling every move. Disturbing. Yeah, wait, is that what that movie is about? It's about a man with a rat in his brain controlling him, like Wax or the discovery of television among the bees? Everyone's favorite incredibly long movie title? One of those, like, brain rats from Dungeons and Dragons, I guess. Has mind control abilities. Apparently rats will drink your saliva while you sleep if they're desperate. Oh, that's cute. And so basically what you're saying is that rats love indirect kissus? Okay, there we go. Now then. There we go. I'll take that over that. Yeah. Same basic combination of stuff. Brain rats. Yeah, that's a thing. I remember that there was a council of brain rats that you talked with in Baldur's Gate. Was that Baldur's Gate that you did that? They lived in the sewers and they were annoying. Basically, it's what I remember. It's like that guy in Man in Black. Oh, you mean the guy? I like him. He was a fun character. Really freaked me out as a kid. Oh man, I found that movie scary. Of course, these days, the extremely low rent CG that it had at the time, well, that it has compared to now, is maybe tells a different story. That is like maybe second only to Jumanji in terms of PS1 graphic aesthetic. Good, and that should actually take out all of them if I'm not wrong. No, not quite. Good parry, and done. Good enough, good enough. Men in Black is fucking awesome. I mean, what I really liked, I liked the cartoon. The cartoon was really good. But I don't actually know too much about, I don't remember the movie very well. I just remember finding it very, very scary. Don't you dare shit talk the original Jumanji. I didn't really like it all that much. But of course, you know my feelings on Robin Williams. Movie called The Neverending Story that I used to watch all the time as a kid. Oh no, Neverending Story is pretty well known. All you gotta do is say my name, and your name is... It's Atreyu, I know, but still. If you were... When I first watched that movie, and I feel like it's probably the same for a lot of people, nobody knew what that kid was fucking yelling. Neverending Story was practical effects. I'm pretty sure that was all practical effects. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was puppets. A lot of puppets. Bam. And okay, never mind then. That works too. Not as scary as Watership Down. Never actually seen Watership Down. That one, I don't know. It wasn't, somehow it just wasn't on my radar. It wasn't even like I was trying to actively avoid it or anything. I just didn't know. Lots of 80-foot puppies. I mean, you're talking about the dragon. What is his name? I should know this. Whoa, that was close. Good. Watership Down doesn't even count. That's just straight up Orwellian. I mean, I do know the book was, but it's like I never saw any sort of movie or whatever about that, or television show, miniseries, whatever it was. Plague Dogs, never saw Plague Dogs. Plague. Oh, a little bit of watermelon. God, wave denial is just everything that Knockback Shield wants to be, but isn't. It's unfortunate. I want to see Knockback Shield being better, but it's not. Happy Tree Friends was just an old Flash thing. I mean, that's not even, there's not even anything to be said about it. parents saw this and was like, oh, hey, cute rabbit movie, and half those rabbits fucking die. And then, yeah, I mean, that's like, that's Watership Down, right? Isn't it supposed to be like a horrors of war type of movie? I.e., not for kids? I'm just saying. Come on. Give me an upgrade for the shield. Yeah, whatever. Well, Watership Down was advertised with a cutesy Disney cover. Yeah, like I said, never actually watched it myself, so I don't know what it was. I'm just aware of like what happens in the book, basically, because I've heard people talk about that before. Remember the Japanese movie called Paprika? Yeah, I remember watching that over at a friend's place when we were getting drunk. It was years after the fact, but it was, from what I remember through my haze of intoxication, it was pretty good. Knockback Shield is dope. One of the 2 proper shields that has tactics. Well, I mean, there is, you know, the Lightning Shield, Thunder Shield, but I don't know if... I mean, unless you mean proper shield that, like, the... What is it called now? Parry Shield is not a proper shield. I watched a Drunk 2. It's a good drunk movie. You get to see Gabe Newell as a TV. It's a lot of fun. Also, that was like, what is his name? The director, also like Paranoia Agent guy, like one of his final movies too. So, like one of his final properties, I mean. So it's like that's also something, you know, just nice based on that too. That he went out at least on a very high note with a great movie like that. Satoshi Kon, thank you. Still very, very sad. Because I did really like Paranoia Agent. That was a fun series. And like I said, every guy might not have watched in the best circumstances, but I still enjoyed it. Okay. You were drunk as a kid? Yeah, as a kid. Like, you do know that movie came out in, like, 2010 or something? It was far more recent. Who watched Making Fiends, the original webtoon, not a Nickelodeon version? I remember the Nickelodeon version. I have no idea what the original one was. All I remember was from the Nickelodeon one was just like, oh, this is kind of cute. This is kind of cute animation style. That's it. Paprika came out in 2006. Then I watched it in like 2010 or like even 2012 or something. Maybe even later than that. It's been a while. Actually, yeah, it was probably even later than that now that I'm thinking about it. But it's like, needless to say, yeah, back in like, I wasn't going to be watching any sort of new movies back in like early mid-2000s, mid-2000s, late 2000s, early 2010s. By mid-2010s, I might have been able to watch movies. But it wasn't until, like, right now that I would say that I could actually be like, yes, I can afford to watch this movie. What do you got? Well, it's a shield, so no, but an interesting idea nonetheless. I'm poor, you understand. I'm in Canada, so we didn't get any of the cool cartoons or anything. We just got dudes wearing gimp masks, trapped kids in tiny rooms, and dumped slime on them. Yeah, that sounds like 90s television. Hey. Now get up here and die. It's called Double Dare here. Or, you can't do that on television, which I think was actually Canadian originally. If I'm not wrong. To be honest, I don't remember. I think so, yeah? Okay. I mean, Double Dare, of course, with Mark Summers was very, it definitely had a lot of goop in it. A lot of goop in that show. Kids, they love the ooze. We called it like, Floam or Gack or whatever back in the day. And you would watch those, old episodes of Nick Arcade and be like, "Oh man, that looks so cool." And then in like 2016, when VR actually comes out, you're like, "Wait a second, that was super dumb and didn't work at all." But at least you got to see Sonic the Hedgehog 2 for the first time in action. That was fun. Also, I still don't believe in VR. Well, I mean, I believe it exists, but I don't believe it actually works. Some may call me old-fashioned. Some may call me the Space Cowboy, and some may call me Maurice. But some are not going to call me an adherent of VR. Smoke bomb. I'm not all that interested, though. Now, they made a catch-up product on the that is the Nickelodeon slime. That's gross. I mean, from what I remember, it's like that stuff is supposed to be like edible. It's supposed to be like some sort of food stuff. I don't know exactly what, but you know, it also just pours like slime, so that's what it is. Hey, you're not supposed to be able to hit me from there. And come on. An interesting idea. I'm not going to take it. Motion. The problem with VR is that for some reason people think it has to be accompanied by motion controls, and motion controls are hyper unimmersive, which goes badly with VR's hyper immersion. I mean, it's also like, you know, a lot of. Well, I mean, I think like the reason that a lot of people want to have like motion controls is because you have the headset, and the headset is supposed to be moving around with like your head by itself. But of course, there's also the whole thing where it's like, it's not super accurate, so it doesn't work very well. I always say that it's just like, when the accuracy matches like what people imagine VR is in their head, then maybe I'll be interested in it. But as of right now, it's like, it's kind of a cool toy. I guess I would be okay. I know Rez had a VR version, and I think that of the stuff I've seen, that seems like the best suited to VR, where it's like some very broad motions working like that would be a lot better than some very broad motions, and then just like, you know, the game's already built for track-on type of stuff would work a lot better than like other things. I mean, they literally took ketchup and made it look like the slime. What sort of purpose thinks yes is appealing to me? Oh yeah, they were like a colored. I remember the colored ketchups and everything like that. They were something I never got myself, but it's like, it's fun. It's specifically Nickelodeon slime. I don't know, like, yeah, the slime is like, it's green. That was the gross out era of stuff, so it's like, I don't know why you'd want to actually eat, I guess, nostalgia stuff, right? It's got to be what it is. I don't know, man. I don't think it's a great. Well. So green looks like snot. Yeah, exactly. Well, anyway. Making flubber in elementary school is better than any current slime trend. There are so many trends that I am clearly not up on as of right now. Because I got no idea what you are talking about. Also, yeah, flubber with, well, it was the Eddie Murphy version that I suppose, like, people my age would probably be more familiar with. Back when he was doing, like, Dr. Doolittle and everything. Or wait, was that Eddie Murphy, or am I thinking of Nutty Professor? Wait, was that Nutty Professor? I'm getting all these bad movies that I don't like mixed up in my mind. That's right. Big hot opinions coming in. Oh no, they're coming in fast. Well, anyway. Robin Williams. Kids are obsessed with slime because of YouTube. I mean, yeah, kids are obsessed with a lot of things because of YouTube. Like, I mean, do you remember the fidget spinners? Getting your 3D spinners? It's like, I just assume that there's always some sort of trend that I am not privy to happening at all points in time. Robin Williams is Flubber. And again, you know my opinion on Robin Williams. There we go. Yeah, walked right into that, of course. I don't like a shtick. That's pretty much it. Isn't Flubber Disney? I mean, it was originally a Jerry Lewis movie, right? And then that was remade in the 90s or mid 2000s or whenever that happened. I don't remember. They're both basically the same thing. There we are. Yeah, flawless. It's not too bad. Got that out. Yeah, but it's like, and then, yeah, I don't know. There's a look, like movies especially, I'm not as clear on compared to a lot of stuff. Yeah, Professor and Dr. Dolittle. I know Dr. Dolittle was definitely Jerry Lewis. That was definitely Jerry Lewis. But I thought Nutty Professor was also, because that's kind of his shtick. It's kind of his thing. But like, it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, I'm not as queued up in movies as I am with like video game stuff. And it's fidget spinners and even slinkies. Yep, slinkies were very. That was again more my time rather than more modern stuff. Kids love them slinkies. Did I have a slinky? You bet your ass I had a slinky. Did I stretch it out into an unrecognizable like 50-foot piece of metal twine? You bet I did. But I did make it go downstairs too. There's a lot of stuff you can do with that. Not really. That's why it didn't really hold my attention for very long. Anyway, did you break your slinky too? Yeah, there you go. Already ahead of you. So it would flop around like a dying animal. Yeah, you couldn't really get those things to go back to how they were before after you undid them. Have you heard about the latest movie, though? No, but the one that's got Netflix being investigated. No idea. Plastic slinkies were OP. Also, those ones broke. Anyway. Those ones just snap. They don't even stretch out. Now. What about super tangled up slinkies? Yep, that would kill a slinky. Of the many things that would kill a slinky, that is one of them. Right. There we go. Metal pog slammers. Okay, pogs were a thing, but I think even at the time, like, I was too young for it, and also I was totally not interested. Well, that was dumb. I don't know. I think I came in way at, like, the tail end of pogs, and probably, like, everybody else was already done with them, and I just... And, you know, there was just, like, the residual stuff. There was, like, the residual love of those things kind of happening, so I didn't really get to do too much with it. Good. Good. Okay. Good. I gotta make sure that I don't die here, because I am getting very close to doing so. Good. Oh, man, that was rough. The popper things, you turn them inside out, and they, yeah, of course. I don't remember those being, like, a fad or anything. I just remember those being, like, a cutie little toy. These days, they're mostly used to teach people how to put in their contacts. North American marketing for cuties was just shock value. From actual viewers, it's not that bad. Wait, are you sure you want to be viewing things that are controversial? And then admitting to it online? Remember when Kinder Eggs had actual toys in them? I'm not from the UK. We only got Kinder Eggs like 10 years ago, and I sure wasn't going to be buying those. Also, weren't they just like garbage, like cheapo toys anyway? Poggies. Who else is watching the Netflix show Poggies? About Gutex taking care of streamers? I don't know. Whatever. In Germany in the 80s, they had little pewter figures used to use for D&D creatures. Yeah, I mean, I'm only familiar with the ones that had like little crappy plastic toys in them. Cuties sexualizes children to make the point that sexualizing children isn't bad. Oh, okay, that is quite bad though. That is quite bad then. I see what you're saying. Now I'm gonna look for something else. 191, 254. Whatever. I'm not gonna be spending money on too much of anything else right now. Cursed sword, coist sword. Don't need that. There's coist chest though. Can the toys still have toys in them? They're just shittier. Oh, well, yeah. Again, it's like, we didn't even get those in the States for many years. They were mostly a European thing for a very, very long time. Like an extremely long time. You get people talking about like, oh yeah, Kinder Eggs. And then I'd actually look at like some of the toys and I'm like, dude, those suck. But whatever. We've always had them in Canada. Oh, I didn't realize that Canada had those. Tends to be a lot more European there anyway. Just ask Montreal with their pretension being French. Okay. Saw something down here. Hoggies. Yeah. I don't know. Frankly, you don't want to touch anything. Frankly, I don't think it's just like it's going to be pretty rough touching those topics, those sort of topics in any way, which is why thinking maybe that doesn't surprise me that there's got a lot of controversy around it. You know. The only video games I played when I was little was Angry Birds and Plants vs. Zombies. That was after my time. I never played either of those games. It's like that would be well after. Yeah, that would be well after anything that I was playing. Starting to feel old in this chat. Montreal sucks, but Quebec isn't bad. I don't know, man. I've seen a lot of Quebec. Even though, of course, I mean, I'm in the Midwest, so I'm more like in freaking Newfie territory anyway. For the few times that I actually have gone up to Canada. Anyway, let's continue on here. That's like high school for me. That was like, you know what? I don't want to give too many hints to my age. Newfie, why go up? Isn't that like, I forgot. Isn't that like where... Or, I don't remember. Look, it's been a while since I've been to the northern part of the state. All right? Nope, can't post links. Nice try, though. He's out east? Well, then I don't remember. Vancouver, BC, I don't know. It's been too long. Been too long since I've been to the UP. I mean, I have family that are Yoopers, but it's like, me, not so much. It's my mom's side. Can't believe kids in elementary school have iPhones. I know! I'm so jealous! I would have loved an iPhone when I was a kid. Oh, you can't even imagine. I'm like, that's the life, man. You're like 75% Polish? Yeah, and it's like the Yoop is pretty much like Poland and German ancestry up there. Damn. Really playing this poor right now. Okay. Getting too distracted by thinking about, I don't know, pierogies. Whatever. Of which my grandmother made some pretty good ones. Also pasties. But I don't know if that's like more, I think that's more of an Americanized type of thing. Anyway, there's Flint, which we're not doing today. Only rich kids had the flip phones. The kids today have it awesome. They got such good tech. Got such good tech and such good toys these days. It's great. Gotta find a Ukraine church and buy your pierogies there on the bake sale days. All others are inferior. Is this Quick Bow Showcase? No, it's Knockback Shield, which is the only reason why I'm using this. All right, everybody, all ready to go back in YouTube mode and stop talking about pierogies? How are we even going to do this? Oh, great. Now it's going to be all about pierogies. Welcome back to the pierogi showcase, which is apparently what we're doing now. Anyway, okay, well, that was an embarrassing death, but I suppose not one entirely undeserved, given that it was born from me mocking my chat. Once again. Once again, as always. But hey, at least I'm not here down like 2 potion charges, so I'm already feeling a lot better on the prospects of this run. Also, another legendary shield. Had one show up earlier, and it's like, can't take it, man. Can't take it. But hey, at least still got some good okay. Still got some good skills, including Knockback Shield's older brother here too. Older, of course, equaling better. But what are you gonna do? It's like this is supposed to be about the Knockback Shield if I can make it. It's just this has been mostly unimpressive so far. I want this thing to be better, of course, but I think it does need something of a rework at this point in time because it's just kind of it's here. It's here, it's doing its thing. And that's I mean sometimes like hey, in the same way that you get come on. In the same way that you just need a way to do, damage and consistently, sometimes you also just want a shield. Some kind of shield to do something. But here, I would like to see it do something a little bit more. Let's be honest. Oh, well, at least it's pretty effective at taking out, like, the weirded warriors, which have been pretty frustrating. I don't know. Shame you lose the knockback effect when fighting elites and bosses. Yeah, that was the thing that they fixed with the Spartan sandals that I always really liked as a part of the rework for that weapon. And at some point in time, I'm going to have to revisit, really. It's like, maybe instead of doing knockback shield today, I should have just done Spartan sandals. But either way, what's done is done. Anyway, it's like being able to, move around bosses and elites is the major thing that makes it that knockback is not all that good, which is why I guess it's not actually as powerful. Oh well. I tried to go for it and I failed. Sometimes we reach for the stars and we fail, but it's never worth not working. Oh, the projectiles should become like heavy turret projectiles. Yeah, like stunning enemies when it hits them. That's actually a good idea. I like that. Yeah, if you gave like extra stun to projectiles, because it's knockback, I think that would differentiate it enough from the. I think it would differentiate it enough from the parry shield, while also giving it sort of a unique usage on its own. Now, would it be all that good? I don't know. Because, again, it's like, that doesn't really work too well on bosses. They gain resistance to that very, very quickly. But still, it's an idea. At least it would be something to kind of change this up so it's not, kind of a bad shield that it is right now. That's key. I'm looking for the food shop right now, which I would like to get so as to not die. Anyway. There we are. Don't need any potions yet, which is looking good. Now, I mean, you could clearly see that, like, the turret and everything was taking out that enemy just fine. And I'm just like, oh, but I gotta use the shield, though. Ah, well. Hey, I mean, at least, like, stuff like this could be kind of cool. See? That's fun, but it's like, is it that useful? How often does that sort of thing come up? There we are. Sure, whatever. I'll take for the extra health, I'll take 1 extra point of malaise. That's totally okay. Thank you, Ishtiak. Welcome to the, I mean, it's an episode of Dead Cells. By the time I'm done with this, you can't say that this wasn't an episode of Dead Cells. No siree. Anyway. How close am I to the 60 kills? Not at all. I mean, I guess I could try it, but I don't know. I mean, but that's something you can do with any shield. Whatever. Oh, thank you, KVJR. Welcome back to the Pierogi cast. Welcome back to the Pierogi family. Okay. I don't even know what I want as of right now. I got a good upgraded version of the. Of the bow. It's actually looking okay for the most part, man. Again, thank you, KVJR. That is very generous. Dude is balling. Dude's always balling. He's great. He's up there with my MVPs of these streams, like Hypixia. Truly the greatest of us. That's why I'm going to be doing Final Fantasy VI probably sooner than a lot of other stuff. I just gotta sit down and get to it already. Oh, that's right. You can ply me with money if you want me to do your forced game suggestion earlier than others. It's easy. You gotta do is just shell out that cash, baby. Anyway. No, as it is, it's just been like all NetHack lately, and it's probably going to continue to be NetHack after this stream at this rate. I love that game so much. You still want Golden Light? I will get it myself when... Like I said, as of right now, I just feel like that's a good combination. I just feel like not quite enough content for that game compared to what I'd like to see. Okay. Chat, what are you thinking? Clock Tower or Sepulchre? It all comes back to NetHack. That's my favorite game of all time. And of course, playing it right now has made me rediscover that, because it's super, super fun. And get you a free Golden Light code. No. I'll shell out the cashola for it if the time comes. I mean, I have been, certainly the fact that I know about that game and everything, it's like, I'm interested. I just don't know yet. Not yet. Clock Tower. All right, let's get to the Clock Tower. Sure. It's a little bit different. I mean, I do know Ishtiak has been, oh, I need the key first. I do know Ishtiak has been around in the streams for a while. I've seen him hanging about, but I don't really know too much more than that. Hit me up when you want GL. Maybe. Like I said, we'll see. Well, that was perfect. How much money do I have? Not enough to get a potion charge. I'm not going to worry about it then. I'd like to attempt to get another potion charge or try and find some food stuff around here. We'll see kind of how it goes. If I get desperate, I'm not going to work too much about it. All right. Let's get back here and actually get over to the Clock Tower this time. Not really going to be going too much of anywhere else. Whoa! Good dodge. Right at the very, very end there. Fingies. Not just one finger, multiple finger. Fingies. What? Anyway. Yeah, I call them fingers, but I never see them fing. Anyway. I miss the YouTube streams. I feel like they're basically the exact same thing here. I mean, aside from the fact that I can't just make the entire VOD alive, which is not a bad thing. Unless you want to hear my opinions on slinkies, which I know you don't. The Twitch is nice, I just miss my mod powers. Okay, come on. You know, I can't just give everybody mod powers. That's ridiculous. That would result in bedlam on a level that we've never seen before. And that's why I had to stop streaming on YouTube. Too many people got mod powers. I don't know how it happened. Probably some sort of like glitch in YouTube's system. It's pretty weird how it occurred in that way. Anyway, continuing on with the run here. God, it's just... I'm trying to use the shield. It's just there's not really too much to be said about it. It's a shield. It does everything you need out of a shield and little else, unfortunately. I was kind of hoping maybe I'd discover some pretty crazy tech, but I don't think it's gonna happen. Aside from hitting enemies off stuff. Oh, also thank you, Shadow Foxy. I'm gifting a sub there. All right, what was I even doing? Yeah, I do still... Oh, okay, now... Yeah, okay, well, I'll use the potion charge. Just to be sure. Worst comes to worst, I might just be able to afford another one up in the 5-cell area. You seem to give mod power to everyone except for me. No! And first off, you're not going to give mod power. You know exactly why. I think I recognize... Oh, come on. Real tactics runs, boys. That's just how they go, aren't they? Aren't they always going like this? Anyway. It's what you expect out of your average tactics run, after all. I was kind of hoping that might change up with, you know, the Plenty update, but at the same time, we're still dealing with nigh on one-shot kills like I'm playing Risk of Rain again. Anyway. Okay. Anyway. Where am I even going here? Well, what I'm hoping for is even if it is deadly foodstuffs, malaised up foodstuffs, I will take it. Absolutely. That's like just a given, I want to say. But I still got to go find it first. What's the run? It's Knockback Shield, but I mean... It's going the exact way that you would think a Knockback Shield would go. Where it's just like, well, I'm occasionally parrying stuff with it, and that's about it. You can do stuff like that, but that's not unusual for any amount of shields. I shouldn't have gone for the parry. Why do I do this? Man, we're back here again. Hey, everybody. I should really stop doing... Okay, you know what? Let's stop doing tactics runs already. Oh, Jesus. Jesus creases. Just in time for the next run, yeah. Oh, boy. Here it goes. Again, yeah, it's like maybe we should just stop doing tactics runs. There's only so much I can do with a shield. Yeah. I mean, it's good. Would you put a cake inside a pierogi? No. That's... Usually it's just potatoes and, like, beef. And that's about it. For me, at least, during the few times that I make them. I don't really make them too often. Not always potatoes. I like potatoes, though, in them. It's a high starch content. Wait, no, I said I wasn't gonna do stuff. Cheese pierogies are also very good. Come on now. Shield is making this a little bit rough. Now then, I will take that. Potentially get some poison synergy, which I would not be opposed to at all. And then we'll see exactly how this goes. Okay. Someone summon me. No, but your presence is appreciated nonetheless. Anyway, we're on the third run of this run now. Yeah, we're on the third run of this run now. I had to think about saying that for a second because I'm like, that does not sound right. But no, it is. This is run number 3 of the showcase run. Unfortunately, wherein I learned that I need to, for real, stop doing a mess. I'm forgetting what I'm supposed to be doing this run. All right, are we back? Are we back? We good? Risk of Rain 2 is kill. Yes. Yeah, so I was recording in 30 frames a second at that whole time. So I need to redo the entire run here. All right, well, let's start it up. Okay, starting in 5, 4, 3, 2. Knockback Shield. If I'm being honest, it's one of the worst shields in the game. Something that, although it does function as a regular shield, you know, giving you the momentary invincibility whenever you get hit, as well as being able to parry and block damage, it's just... everything about it is otherwise unimpressive. The whole knockback aspect where when enemies hit it, they get thrown back a pretty good distance is only very useful if enemies are next to a very large drop-off or... I don't know, you're trying to get things lined up to hit with a ranged weapon, but even then, it's... the circumstances when that actually happens is exceedingly rare. So this is not really one of my favorite items in the game. And I have been using it for a couple runs prior to this, before I realized I was recording at 30 frames a second, so I can say right now, it's still fairly unimpressive, and I don't think there's any real build that I can do here to suddenly turn this into a powerhouse, the likes of which I never thought was possible. Oh, well, if, as always, before I forget, if you are looking to use this weapon yourself, it is dropped by the catcher enemy, the guys that have the gigantic meat hook and throw out the grappling hook. But I mean, aside from you know, completionism, I don't really see any reason why you would be using this thing. Also, speaking of some of the previous runs I've done, they were tactics, which was getting me nearly one-shotted in the later areas. So I think when I'm trying to focus on using a shield an awful lot, I'm going to instead go with a more tanky survival build this time. It's just good practice. That said, not the best start for a very tanky survival-based thing. Sure, I do like the broadsword, but I've already gotten hit 3 times, so that's not great. Maybe like a bazooki, if I could possibly afford that before leaving this area. We're gonna have to see. This is again, primo stream content, which is why we're doing it here, because this is one of those doing it for completion's sake, but not the most impressive or even like all that different of a run compared to most of the other things I've been doing. This is just going to be, hey, it's survival with kind of a crappy shield. I'll try to at least go to some areas with big overhangs or whatever, like the ramparts and, of course, the 5-cell area, which I have to go to either way. It's just... I don't know. Even then, I don't think too much is going to be happening. Imagine recording in 100 frames per second. You just wait. One of these days, everybody's going to own one of those like monitors that they have at the airports that refreshes like 144 FPS. And it's like, we'll be looking back at 60 frames a second and being like, ugh, gross. To be honest, I'm surprised that it hasn't even happened just yet, that we're looking at like 24 frames a second for movies or whatever and being like, gross. Because that's really how it should be. Like, you ever actually like look at a movie compared to like a video game and be like, it's so choppy. Why do people accept this? I think it's ridiculous. And I for one, am going to be pushing for a much brighter future, one in which we see things in silky smooth frames per second. But unfortunately, I don't think this is really the time to do it, considering we're doing a run right now. Yeah, movies are 24, I believe. It's 24 FPS and even lower for some stuff. I don't know. Either way, it's just like, yeah. The new emotes. Yeah, we got new emotes on the channel if you haven't been paying attention. Also, I'm going to give a shout out to Ishtiak and KBJR, who did sub a lot, or gift a lot of subs in the previous stream. Oh, as well as Shadow Foxy, because it's like, man, that's unfortunately, those episodes are not going to see the light of day. Sorry. My bad. Let's go with Spite. One of the things we were talking about with this shield is maybe like another a rework of it, where it instead, like the whole knockback aspect is applied then to projectiles, with the whole projectiles are applied to, you get like a heavy turret type of application to them, so that the whole knockback thing kind of makes sense, and it differentiates it from how the parry shield works, while making it sort of its own thing. You know, making it so that like any projectile reflected gives it like a huge amount of knockback as well, or stunning, or something. Just something. Because this is right now, as with most shields, it only works with melee hits, and as far as melee hits goes, it's not like it's super... You know, it's much like using the what doesn't kill me mutation. It's often that you don't get as many melee hits as you get ranged stuff, and that's why you don't get as much usage out of like gimmicks of the mutation or the actual item itself. I mean, it's just frustrating because, as always, the only real knockback-focused item in the game is the shoes, the Spartan sandals, which actually work to kick back even like elites and bosses, where it would be a lot more useful, especially into walls, or stuff like the wrenching whip, the impaler. Even like Wave of Denial, which works a lot in the same way as Shield, but has a lot more utility than that, and also reflects back projectiles, even though it does have cooldown. Oh, there's so many things that's like the big brother items to this have over the knockback shield. It's really unfortunate. I'd like to see it get something else. As of right now, it's mostly just, hey, if you want to play a tactics run with a shield, you got this. You got the parry shield, which you can't really use as a traditional shield. Okay. There we go. Can't really use it as a traditional shield, and of course the Thunder Shield, which good luck getting a Thunder Shield if you're not already super into 5-cell mode. At this point in time, I still really do think that Motion Twin should open up the 5-cell area to lower cell difficulty. Maybe even make it so you gotta do like something a little bit special to get in there, but it's like there's still a lot of content that I don't like that's locked behind it. I want to see it get out into the greater landscape without forcing me to be on the hardest difficulty possible. Thought I saw a floor rune there. I did not. A little bit too much. Also, thank you, Alex, for giving us another side. Okay, let's hear. Just waiting for the Goosebumps dog at this point. Wait, for what? For more emote stuff? I mean, I did have some of those, but I think like the drawn ones are better. Anyway, thought I heard something outside again. Got planes flying over here, which is kind of annoying. Hey, wait. Got it. Okay. Yeah, there's that glitch again. Now then. Okay, anyway. Deal with that a little bit later. As it is, though, I've entirely forgotten what was happening before I had to take a slight, tiny break there. Don't even worry about it. House is probably on fire. I mean, I'm looking like the dog in the KC Green comic right now. And it's just like, I'll deal with this after the run. Now then. Oh, thank you, Potato. Getting a lot of subs this stream. It's been pretty nice. Unfortunately, yeah, too bad I have to now edit out a big, me just not talking for a pretty significant amount of time, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool, too. But yeah, thank you for the, I should have checked over here first. Thank you for the, 6 subs. Yeah. I will get... the least I can do here is at least shout out everybody. Not getting that money. I know, right? Get the money. The money's mine. Okay, there we go. I got the money. Ooh, you know what? I'll take the boomerang for right now. This is kind of a weird combination, but I do really like the boomerang after all. You know, a heroin nod off when I see it. You can't see me unless you can, and please tell me if you can, because I don't know how that happened. I'm supposed to be like John Cena. Unseeable. Phenomena. Okay, just give this to me so that I'm not gonna die. You give him the poor broadsword PTSD. Look! Yeah, fine. This is kind of how a different run went, maybe, but we've already done the boomerang run now. It's not gonna happen again in that exact same way. Broadsword got its time to shine. I don't know what you're talking about. This is not a tragic story. You have a 2x2 pixel face cam in the bottom video. I mean, I can just, you know... Of course, we do have the face cam here, but it's like... No, not that one. But, you know, nobody wants to see that. That was the one for the Risk of Rain 2 stream. Good. We can see your cheese curds on the side. If I had cheese curds, they would be on the side. Trust me. Yeah, that was a bunch of stuff from the Risk of Rain stream. I'm alive. No, I'm not. Oh. Okay, everybody. We're gonna pick up from the point where I had to I'm gonna pick up from the point where I had to pause. And it's gonna be like, oh, whoa, I just had to go walk away from the computer for a while, guys. Oh, but don't even worry about it. Can't believe that happened. Anyway, there's just many cursed streams today, eh? I'm just boiling my pirogue. Hey, pirogue. Just in time for the stream. Just in time for the second stream, basically. After I was so rudely interrupted. Good. And... oh, man, oh, man. Well, look, just think of it like this. It's an opportunity to make a better stream. Run number 5. It's been a lot of very bad, unfortunate circumstances here. Oh, shit, it's 8 p.m. Where'd the time go? I mean, time went from me for streaming. And also a lot of net hack. Oh, man, so much net hack. I do like that net hack, though. Anyway. What am I even doing here? Where did my life go wrong doing this stream? No, that's not true at all. Over there. Knife on a stick. It's looking good. Knife on a stick, one of the most basic weapons you can possibly create in the entire world, and one of the most effective if you think about it. Rat on a stick, not so much. That's just that's the thing that they tortured the one woman with in Rule of Rose. Now then. Should already looking a lot better now. I just died to a gnome lord hitting me with 3 poison crossbows in a row. I mean, yeah, they'll do that. Poison, especially early game, is so annoying. I had so many rabid rats appear on that one run that I was really kind of surprised that I didn't get instant gibbed from that alone. Because those rabid rats are deadly. And deadly poison kills you. That's just, it's annoying. I mean, flawless, repeater crossbow. Well, I'm not going to take the repeater crossbow, of course. It's double-handed. Hemorrhage? I do like hemorrhage. I'm going to take that. Rabid rats? Or rabbit rats? No, they were rabid. Like they're raving. And related to Rayman. Even though they haven't been related to Rayman for a very long time. I, of course, remember. We were talking about something, right? Yes, they're also pretty rapid, to be fair. Oh, fast little buggers. Is a gerbil a rat? It's a rodent. It is part of the Rodentia family. It's easy to get poison resist, but until that, you're walking on a tightrope. That's why I like the Barbarian. I said it's like Barbarian having that from the very beginning is so nice. Especially if you're new at the game, because then you don't have to worry about, like, eating kobolds, for example. A rat do be a rat, though. I mean, it is diseased, comparatively. But it's like, you know, until you can get, like, a, I don't know, unicorn horn or something. Something to cure that poison, basically. Ring of sustainability. Whatever. It's all good. It's like until then, it is very, very frustrating. Bam, and let's go. Still after the 2 minutes, but that's okay. I don't really care anymore. Arata-bata-mata. Rats, bats, and cats. All over the place in early game net hack. Usually not the worst to deal with, but it depends. Actually, bats can be kind of annoying. Especially because if you don't know that they stun you if you eat them. Give me gastronomy, because clearly I need some healing as of right now. Well, monks also have like the worst quest in the game and can't eat meat without stuff. You know, it's not a bad, it's not a good look. Anyway. Oh, wow, just ignore what happened there. Anyway, had to do a little bit of resetting on stuff. It certainly wasn't because I died embarrassingly. What do you... No. I just had to walk away from the computer and, you know, we lost the run and, oh, whatever. It doesn't matter. It does not matter at all. Anyway, back to the knockback shield. Hey, it's still going pretty good. It's not going all that good. I need some more sources of damage, as always, aside from just trying to hit things with the shield. Because as much as I do want to show the shield off as much as possible, it is also a concern that I'm not going to be able to kill things fast enough. Especially massive amounts of things, which shields generally have trouble with unless they're the blood shield or punishment. All right, but now it should be a little bit better. Get these guys over here. Bam. There. One more. Oh, this is going to be terrible, isn't it? It's fine. It's fine. We'll, we'll figure this out. Look, here's the thing. I've done a lot of runs with maybe some questionable weapons before now. Wow. Okay. Everybody clear on out of here. This is why I took gastronomy, to make sure that the same thing that happened last time, which is not what happened, I had to walk away from the computer or whatever, doesn't happen again. There. Shovel is also a nice, fast survival weapon, can do good stunning and damage. I think it will fit this run quite well. Okay. Never seen the I've died embarrassing, but anyway, back to the run bit live before. Damn it! You're right. I do that bit way too much. Anyway, back to the run right now. And this may look like a different run from the one before, but don't worry, it's not. Anyway, so Knockback Shield has still been pretty rough here. I mean, it's not really a great type of shield, but hey, at least it does work as a shield. It's just trying to get this actually used in terms of, you know, hitting enemies and showing it off, I think is going to be a little bit of a trial, especially when I'm in an area with this many dudes. Not using the blood shield to punish me, you don't really have too much for AoE after all. And that's why I got stuff like fast weapons and fast skills to be using as of right now. Okay. Is there anything else that I want to do here before leaving? Because clearly coming into the sewers was not the best idea. That said, anybody else? Anybody else? Okay, enough out of you guys, too. Here, how about this? This is a good opportunity for doing shield stuff. Getting a whole bunch of biters. If you didn't know that this is how parrying eggs work, it is. It's not that useful, but it is a thing you can do in the course of this run. Making babies with shovels. I would not say that. In fact, I probably shouldn't have, and yet I did anyway. Well, now, ooh, maybe I will take the Death Orb. Death Orb is always a pretty good thing over, like, the Telluric Shock, which as much as I do like Telluric Shock, it's like I want something that will be able to take down a huge, massive amount of enemies, and for a while. That'll be good against, like, flying dudes. Because shields do at least have a better hitbox than that, but never really never really as much as you want. Now then. Yep, this is great. This is not the point in time where I'm going to try and hit all the eggs back again. Or, well, no, I'm doing it anyway. Never mind. Whatever, it's fine. It's fine. Okay. I always hoped Doc could reverse time and generate a new build. What do you mean, generate a new build? This is what the build's always been. We've always been at war with Eurasia. Anyway, there is an actual run going on here. It's true, I'm not a Doctor Who. I mean, I am a Time Lord. I'm just not specifically the Doctor. Big difference between the two. And trust me, other Time Lords, not big fans of you confusing them with them. Just because he's the one guy who tends to get off of Magic Time Planet. Oh no, I've already revealed myself as a fraud. What's it called? What's the Doctor Who planet called? Somebody tell me. Because Gallifrey, thank you. Yes, Gallifrey. Whatever, at least now, Krypton, shut up. But, there, at least now I know. And I do have gastronomy, as I said, but it's still not really going to be enough to save me with, like, this piece of food alone. Whatever, as long as I can get even a, second piece of anything coming up here, it should be it should be fine. Yes, from Gotham. Everyone's favorite. Get the 60 kills. Oh, yes. That is what I was actually going back for, but then I forgot because I got too distracted by the fact that I have lost all of my Doctor Who knowledge and can't say anything. Like, I've also lost all my cred with it as well. My credibility. Oh, no. I need that. So I can seem like a cool nerd rather than one of those poser nerds. One of those fake gamers that only plays the Call of Duties. That's not even a thing. People don't even say that anymore. Hasn't been a thing for a long time. Yeah, I'm a fake gamer girl. It's true. Both in terms of being gamer and girl. I know it's gonna come as a huge shock to all of you. A poser. Okay, somebody pick a topic we can all talk about. Can't we just talk about Doctor Who again? What's your favorite season of Doctor Who? Who's your favorite Doctor? Do you like New Who or Old Who better? Come on, these are all questions that I think everybody wants to know. Anyway, I am gonna take Spite again. A doctor that did an ASMR episode. What? New Who, Old Who, and, of course, Toho. Yes, my favorite character is Sakuya. That's my favorite doctor. Anyway. Assassin's Dagger could be pretty alright, but I don't really want that. Get increasingly annoyed that daggers and knives are different in NetHack. I want to be good at throwing daggers and using a Chris knife. Also, thank you, Shadow Foxy, again. Shout you out in the last round. You get another shout out here. Being just so generous. Hopefully I won't die here, and I can say that this run is for you, because that's kind of what I've been doing as of late. Okay. It's cool. I'm not dead yet. Soon enough. Soon enough. I'm going to be dead, basically, is what I'm saying, I guess. Man, it's... These toxic oozes do not go down very easily. Also, now then, need to sneeze for a second there, which is maybe the first time I've ever had to do that on camera. I don't... Oh. Well then. Well, everybody, we need to go do that again. Yeah, it was the sneeze. Why'd you have to mute? So I could sneeze. Well, we gotta go do that stream again. that stream, that episode. And this time I'm not going to do the same bit that I was doing before. Oh, good God, this is the worst episode ever. Anyway, please, let's continue. They pay big money for sneezes in Japan? No, they don't. I can tell you that right now. Unfortunately, now the Doctor Who bit is going to be lost to time. Same with the Shadow Foxy. I'm sorry, Shadow Foxy. I was going to say this run was going to be for you, and then it didn't work. Nothing worked. Oh. The only thing they pay big money for in Japan is exposition. They love that. That's more valuable than gold. Anyway. YOLO Vamp. You know this is not the time. There are so many times that this is not for, and this is one of them. Then make this my run. Fine, I will, when I get back to, the sewers, I'll shout you out again. Good God, this is, like, again, the worst run. This is the worst run. All right. Also, hey, thank you, Shadow Foxy, again. Can't wait for the death bit. There's no death bit. We're done with the death bits now. Death bits are over. They've been replaced with life bits. So everybody give me a bunch of bits. No. I don't know. I've lost it. I've lost the plot. I've been streaming for like 5 hours. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Can't even figure out what is happening in this run or any run. Anyone else sad the Venture Brothers was canceled? I haven't seen Venture Brothers in a while, so it's one of those things where I'm just like, huh. Yeah, I guess that has been on television nearly long enough to be able to vote in the U.S. election. That was kind of the entire reaction I had to that. I mean, it was a good show, but I just haven't watched it in a while. Good. And whatever, that's an acceptable. That was an acceptable thing. Okay, there. Finally. Oh, man. Go back here, get the cherry, leave, and then hopefully not die in the sewers for the 3rd time in a row. We post feet there. No, you don't. No, you don't post feet there. You better not be posting feet. Hey, you kids over there posting feet. Go prison depths? Well, I can't from here, though. I have to go to, Bad Town. Bad Death Town. Wherein I have bad deaths and I die. Unfortunately. Good night. Let's run. We're doing, This is unfortunately the, This is Knockback Shield. Okay, well, back to the Knockback Shield run. Look, so many things have happened. It would be impossible to recount them all. So let's just continue on from the sewers and forget everything else that occurred prior to this point. With this bad item and a stream that's gone on for way too long. That's just kind of how it happens after all. Ugh, get out of here. At least as far as survival runs go, got a nice fast melee weapon that does good damage. I'm pretty satisfied with it. And after gastronomy, probably going to end up picking up the Heart of Ice mutation, make that even better. And hey, you know, there is a little bit of a combination that I could possibly get with this and the Knockback Shield. You know, knock enemies away and then kind of freeze them on the ground. There's something there. Is it going to be super effective? Probably not, because as we all know, this is not an extremely effective shield, but it is a shield. And it will at least be able to do parries very well, even if I can't get too much out of the whole knockback aspect of it. That's fine. That's fine. Can't always get what you want, after all. What I want right now is like a heavy grenade or giant whistle, something that will do good instant damage for things that are not the easiest to parry, or when enemies are way too populous to be able to even attempt parrying. Which, you know, considering I'm in the sewers right now, is a common occurrence. Anyway. Now then. Close, but there we go. At least, like, the big freeze thing here is pretty good, but it doesn't have anything to do with the whole gimmick, so not really... Again, not really quite what I'm looking for here. Want to try to make this shield work. Does anybody in chat have any idea on, like, what a good build for this would be, if any? Because this is... Like, I'm struggling to even think of, like, one thing that could work really well with this. There's, like, a couple specific circumstances, like I said, related to maybe trying to use Seismic Strike, but even then, it's like, come on. Let's be honest here, I'm grasping at straws. All these straws around here, and I'm just trying to grab them as fast as possible, like I'm in a game show. Cool. Hey, come on. Come on! Oh, man, oh, man. This is an Alt F4 build, isn't it? God damn. This is such a nightmare stream as of right now. This is so sad. Alexa, play whatever. Okay, you know what? Let's just end Dead Cells for today. We'll pick it up tomorrow with, like, hopefully a little bit better, because as of right now it's been garbage, and I'm gonna switch back and play some more NetHack. Okay, I think that should be better now. Just leave it at 30. I'm not gonna leave it at 30 FPS. That's super pointless. Nobody wants to see that. Nobody wants to see that. Okay. And while I still got at least stats for early game, I should be trying to get as much out of this, as much out of the Tesla turret that I possibly can. It's a good item, as I think everybody is more than well aware at this point. Bam. Yeah, and nothing really all that much of interest, but that's okay. Yeah, so gonna be starting up again, and like I said, gonna be Knockback Shield, and that's everything we're doing. Yeah, not taking that, but that's funny. Y'all never experienced playing bootleg Super Mario Brothers on a Pegasus, which was a parody of a console that was supposed to be a bootleg Nintendo console. Wait, what? That is so hyper specific. I mean, really, it's like I never had like a Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, the Biggie Smalls, etc. Because it's like, you know, for the most part, it's like even before I was doing console stuff, it was largely PC. Also, a lot of that stuff was before my time. So most of those games I eventually ended up playing. Most of those I ended up playing via other means related to internet. You can fill in the blanks there. And if you can't, I mean, I'm just joking. I would never be serious about that. That's immoral and wrong. Good. Okay. There we are. You know, got kind of malazed up there, but it shouldn't be too bad for so long. You wouldn't steal a TV, wouldn't I? Wouldn't I? Haven't I? I mean, I guess it depends on what you mean by stealing. You know, it depends on what your definition of is. Politics again. And once again, the lightest politics possible. Something about smoking marijuana but never inhaling. There you go. I did it. I should go and get the Death Orb there. It's basically what my childhood looked like. If you ask your Polish grandparents, I'm sure they know what a Pegasus is. I don't. have my doubts that my parents know anything about video games. Those Scotty bastards would absolutely download a car. I mean, why wouldn't you? Would you not download a car? I download a car. Also, Scotty. Okay, yeah, give me a little bit more damage for right now. If I'm gonna be taking Giant Killer, at least for the time being, I want it a good one. Isn't that a whole plot point in Fargo? Probably. Also, that is... Oh, man, Fargo. Thank you, Shadow Foxy, again. Like I said, I'll give you a shout-out when I get into the next area here. Okay. Let's take a look here. I think, once again, gastronomy for the healing, everything like that. The absolute mad lad. Oh, good God, there were a lot of horrible runs in between the cut that you saw there. I'm not even going to go through it, but this isn't even the same recording day, the same day that I'm streaming that we started out with. So sit tight, relax, and we're going to take this instead in the direction of a little bit more survival and hopefully just a little bit better run in general. I'm going to say right now, Knockback Shield, not great. Not great. The only thing that's making this run go down smooth is Shadow Foxy in chat gifting so many subs. Gotta shout that guy out just for the generosity alone. Okay, anyway. Oh, man. Knockback Shield, it is a shield. It is a shield. Hi, chat. Hi, YouTube. You know I'm not posting the chat there. That's never a thing. That said, I was entirely correct with this being a very good stream weapon. It's like, this is not something that I want to do on my own. I'm already persnickety enough when it comes to, you know, actually getting videos done in the first place, that it's like if I had to do this many runs in a row, it would never happen. It would go the way of the... There we are. It would go the way of the... there's so many things happening. I was going to say Parry Shield run, which is one that maybe I'll put up alongside this one. I don't know. Or maybe I'll put it up like the previous day. It's like, very... That was a rough one. That was one where I really tried to go for a primary damage source shield. And let me tell you, those things do not work out. They do not work out. Chat can't be seen, so it can be as disgusting as usual. Yeah, well, now I'm calling you out. Want the world to know. Y'all are degenerates. Oh, complain all you want, chat, but everybody knows now. Anyway. So I'm very glad that I took Death Orb here, by the way. Because it's not like the shield is going to be a real big powerhouse in terms of dealing damage, nor is, at least for right now, the... Fine. Nor is, at least for right now, the Giant Killer. Although, really, I think I'm going to switch over to Seismic Strike. I like that Seismic Strike. That's a good one. And also, you know, hey, it's a decently fast weapon. Synergizes well with Heart of Ice. And just in general, I think being able to knock back enemies and kind of trap them in the stun there. I don't even remember. Did we already talk about this? Was this already a topic of conversation? We did so many runs yesterday. There were so many runs. I hate it. I hate how badly those runs were going. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. Now then, Root Grenade not going to be all that necessary, as always. You know, I haven't done Root Grenade yet as far as something. I think I was planning to do that for the... I think I was planning to originally do that for the run with the repeater crossbow, but it worked out terribly, so I didn't count it as being that run. Oh, there's going to be another, hey, there's a better item that exists that already does the exact same thing. Same with how this works with Wave of Denial and all of that. Doc, what's your favorite trivia fact? I don't... What? The trivia. Trivia is a reference to the trivium, which in Greece was the original way that school was taught. I don't remember what the trivium actually is. There you go. Corrupted prison, we're going to be going there, but in some time, there's still plenty more things to be going in this catastrophe area. Yep, that's a bad start. That is what we in the Biz Nasty call a bad start. Good. And I will take that. Oh man, oh man, oh man. This should do it. Yeah, much better. Gary Newman is 2 weeks older than Gary Oldman. That is an interesting fact. What the hell? And yet Gary Oldman is the one that you think of being old at this point in time. And I don't actually think about Gary Newman at all. Think about that, chat. Consider the following. When was the last time that you've thought about Gary Newman? I confuse him with the Newman's Own salad dressing guy. Which, from what I remember, is... I like that salad dressing, I think? I'm pretty sure. Whatever. We'll find out later. Consider the cronut. It is a donut and a croissant, but it is also copywritten, so you can't actually just call any sort of croissant donut a cronut. And that's why other people have to make... If you do want to copy the idea of the cronut, you have to create your own name for it. Think about that. Wait, is this more KV Shield? Yeah, speaking of which, I do actually have to use this thing. we are kind of doing a run, but it was so very terrible. I mean, mostly due to dying to curses because I decided to take the sewer route because I'm stupid than anything else, but still, it's like I'm trying to avoid using it, I suppose. I already ate a flask. That doesn't matter. We're going to the ramparts. Ramparts is going to be very friendly in terms of getting flask refills. It'll be fine. All right. Me, if I was going to make my own cronut, I would call it a dough crow. There we go. I'm trying to... shields are a reactive item. You can't use them to attack unless it's like the Thunder Shield. But still, it's like that means that sometimes enemies don't really give you too much opportunity to do anything with that. Good and good. No regrets. No Kroger's. No, that just sounds like I'm insulting the Kroger store. Which, by the way, do Kroger's sell their own cronuts? Just called like Kroger nuts? No, that also sounds maybe kind of bad. This is stupid. This stream has already gone downhill. This is what happens when you do 10 runs in a row. This is non-consecutive runs at that. How did that even happen? What about cronuts made by human precursors? Yeah, those would be called precogs. I gotcha. Oh, Cro-Magnuts. Cronuts made by the Corona Beer Corporation? Cornuts? Okay, yeah, anyway. I'm just gonna take acceptance and hopefully I won't die this time. What happens when you do 10 runs in a row is you get 10 subs in a row. Clearly, Shadow Foxy, once again, I do want to absolutely point you out because you have been the person who has been subbing on an awful lot. I should be failing at runs more. No, but maybe. No, but I won't. But maybe, though. But maybe. But no, I won't. Anyway, continuing on here. Bonus for watching multiple streams in a row because he started it. Oh, you know that it's like if you are forcing me to play games right now, that I'm not going to be able to get to them for quite some time. There's a pretty big backlog at this point, and I've been very obsessed with playing a lot of NetHack lately, which has been eating, and of course Risk of Rain, but for two very different reasons. And that's kind of been eating into a lot of the time that I should be playing, like, you know, Control or Rampage Knights or, of course, Transistor, which has gone a week without getting an update. There we go. Actually got it for once. This is definitely the point in time to try to get used to the parry timing, I think. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Cool, cool, cool. It's okay. Oh, great. Good. Almost. At least this is kind of cool. Unfortunately, I am getting hit an awful lot by the Inquisitors because, as we know, this doesn't... Okay. I'm not as okay as before. Man, okay, you know what? Let's actually just go back to non-sewers this time because, good God, why'd you take acceptance instead of alienation? Because I wanted to have less curse that time. I was dying an awful lot. I told you not to run. Well, I don't know if you saw that, but I got like 5 parries in a row there, and it barely made a dent in those guys because the shield is bad. By the way, this is going to be included in the video. I didn't want to make that clear. I don't even know, man. Give me this. I'll go tactics early, everything else late. It's another run? Yes, it is another run. Another run because I failed. I've failed so many times trying to go through the sewers yet again because that place is terrible and full of far too high-level enemies in there. I'm telling you, Motion Twin, put the protectors into the prison depths. Put the foggers in the other area, and it's not going to be great, but it'll be better. I will enjoy that more as an experience. Anyway, I will enjoy that to a certain extent more as an experience. Okay, come on now. Everybody's missing everybody here. It's kind of getting ridiculous. As Shock G would say. As Shock what G would be. Now then. Okay. Good. Not going to be a very relevant weapon soon enough, but at least for right now, it can take out the mass amount of enemies you find in here easily enough. Easily enough. Not super great. Speaking of Transistor, when you get to the ending, don't stop recording. Once the credit starts, there's a mid-credit scenes, not to mention a beautiful song. Doesn't surprise me at all, considering we are talking about Supergiant here. I keep wanting to call Supermassive, even though those are the guys that made the Sackboy games. What are they called? Little Big Planet. There, I answered my own question. It's cool. I know what I'm talking about. And there we go. I gotta get back to that game. You know, it's just I've said this before, but it's like, if there's a series that I really like, basically, I'm gonna get the 30 kills. I can do that probably within a few seconds. I can do this. It'd be cool if KB can push all the enemies off when you parry, just instead of just a single enemy. I mean, we were talking last time about like maybe switching it up to let you get a to interact with projectiles in some way, like making them extra heavy so they did like stun damage when they got reflected, or something, just something. But it's like as of right now, it is just kind of like a generic-y sort of shield. I'll take this because this is at least survival scaling, and I'm probably gonna also switch out the seismic strike for something different. I guess that is allegedly something. You know what? I'm just gonna reroll it. This is, oh boy, I don't know what's up with these runs as of late, but they have been what one might call pretty wacky. Anyway, take that. And then instead, same thing. I'm just going to go for very, very high survivability, gastronomy, everything like that, and just leave it at that. Can I suggest the Dead Cells Extensionist run, where you take a shot for every enemy you kill? Oh, wait, you mean like booze? No, of course not. What's it for every enemy? I mean, first off, you can already go find that sort of thing on the channel. It's called the Bra Cells run. And I'll have you know that I can actually get through the game without killing many enemies at all. You'd be surprised how few enemies I need to kill in a run. And that's that. By the way, never again with Brussels. That was a one-time thing. People wanted to see it. I obliged. Never again. Good. Yeah, I don't think anybody's going to say Swarm's the best item. I mean, speaking of, like, best items, it's like I'm using Swarm and the Knockback Shield here. Oh, whoa. Nope, died again. These runs have been super cursed. All right, well, I'm going to edit around that one, and we're going to instead go back to the sewers again. God, what a bunch of terrible, terrible runs. I don't even know what's going on at this point in time. Is Doc secretly bad at this game? Game Theory is going to find out. No, I think I've just had like a bad spate of luck as of these last couple episodes. But also it is, you know, going into the sewers, which is just horrible. They're just horrible. Okay, come on. Now then. Anyway, 2 days of bad luck. Yep, I suppose so. It is also once again very, very hot outside, which is also not making it great either. But at least that's not really something that has made me play poorly before, so not much of an excuse. It's just something that I'm noticing as of right now, which is really annoying me. Oh boy, oh boy. This chat is an actual mess. Oh man, got another one from Shadow Foxy. Okay. And thank you once again. Degenerate Mass Unite, yes. Stuns enemies, not too bad. We've been getting hella subs lately, I know, right? I'm actually up to 100 subs now. I might actually have another emote slot at this point. Now, as always, a lot of the subs that I get are from very, very generous people, so it's like, it's one of those things where it's like, I don't really expect you to be paying every single month. But it's like, still, that's enough to sneak in another emote, I think. I don't know. Doc is a Twitch streamer confirmed. You can literally tell that as of right now. You know what, with the whole way that I'm streaming on Twitch. Ah, damn it. Every single time. Now then. Okay, fine. It's like, you know, we're all sick of runs going poorly here. How about we all sit in... How about we all sit back, relax. I'm going to... I'm pulling this forward. I'm getting real close to the monitor. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. We're gonna do a real stream right now. All right, y'all ready for this? Because I definitely am, because I want to get this. I want to actually finish this kind of unimpressive weapon run already. Anyway, let's go. True gamer time. We go pound an entire Monster Energy drink. We're gonna do this. Tonight's the night where this will all end. And by all end, I mean the Knockback Shield run. Also, why did my throat get all, like, froggy when I sat up? What is wrong with me? Oh no, he has good posture right now. Quickly kill him. Anyway, real stream degenerates assemble. Oh, no. Yes, but no. Kind of. All right, same sort of plan as last time. I'm going to be doing the exact same thing where I'm going to get gastronomy, but then I'm also going to probably continue using this weapon for quite a while. Same thing here, and I will take it nice and easy in the prison depths. We got to do the sewers because that's a continuity that the viewers expect. The viewers demand. They require at every single juncture. Now then. And in 20 days, 3,000 subs. God, if only. Actually, please no prison depths. I mean, I guess I'm going to the corrupted prison. I go everywhere, man. I don't limit myself by titles or some sort of misplaced level of machismo. No. I am only about the experience and nothing else. And that is the pure form of the channel. The experience, you understand. Hence crosscode. I'm just talking about crosscode now, aren't I? I am. It's true. Except for the castle, you never go to the castle. I don't really like the castle. The castle's not a good item. Not a good area. No. We're not doing YouTube mode just yet. That's YouTube. We're going into YouTube mode when it comes to the prison depths again. No, the prison sewers. The sewer depths. The deep sewers. Can we just call them the deep sewers? Is that too much? By the way, you thought I was lying when I said that it's like we're going serious mode. I am going actual, like, putting on my game face here. We're, like, going to win this run. Never stop playing crosscode. I like that game a lot. That game was very good, by the way. I do want to make that clear. Just waiting for the epilogue DLC to come out. Try hard mode. Only the triest of hards as of right now. Trust me. As somebody that knows how to try hard at something. All right. I use the crossbow scythe with the knockback shield in the backpack. Okay, now come on. That's not really... You can't... I know we have a pretty loose usage of the term showcase in a lot of these runs. It's really more of just an explanation of what the run is supposed to be about rather than a hard and fast rule for what's happening, but still, that's a bit absurd. Hey! Stupid slow last swing on that. Anyway. That's okay. Oh, I know how to try hard. The hardest you've ever seen. It's gonna clench my eyeballs right onto my face. You'll see. And then when I actually do some sort of face cam, you're gonna be all like, hey, wait a second, didn't you used to have eyeballs? And I'm like, eyeballs are for losers. I'm a winner. Got rid of them. Replaced them with instinct. And I just said that it's like I don't do things for titles or machismo. Yeah, well, that's not machismo. That's just pure, raw nonsensicality. Anyway. Good. I know, damn it, I'm the one that suggested single item runs into this. Well, yeah, but it's also like single item runs also became a lot less, viable as soon as like boss cells were introduced into the game. It's a very unstable economy, I think. Oh man, thank you, KVJR. I guess I will shout out you in the next area then, as I'm squeezing the eyeballs out of my skull. And also Shadow Foxy again. Man. Ooh, it's a battle. Yes, and the only person who wins is me. I'm not going to complain. Also, PogChamp. Also, one Poggy from Nico. Where am I even going right now? I mean, well, I'm looking for more stuff, but still, it's like I can get more things here. It is on. I mean, really, it's like as pretty much every as always when it comes to streams, it's just like I don't want to really I mean, yes, it does definitely benefit me, and I'm totally okay with it. But at the same time, it's also like, I feel bad for taking your money. You understand? Hey, nice. Okay, and go. There we go. Man. Whew, that was pretty close. Bald eagles don't sound like they do in movies. That's a red-tailed hawk. Yep, I do know about that. They sound like seagulls. They have a very unimpressive cry, comparatively. It's always one of those kind of funny things where it's just like our national bird has its own voice actor. Well, what are you going to do? It is otherwise a very majestic bird. Oh, man, thank you, Shadow Foxy, again. Cool. Foxy, what is your cash? Do you have a secret bank account? Just give me subs. Look, as always, I'll never turn down. But, I also do. It's like, for real though. It's like, no, what can I say? It's like, yes, thank you. I love you. I love you, Foxy. You're my favorite subscriber. And KVJR, of course. I love all of my children who sub to me equally. Okay. I mean, it's already a much nicer run here. Where's the big talk now? Indeed. Can you have two faces? Yes, there's actually a Batman villain called the Penguin who has two faces. One is Danny DeVito, and the other is a horrifying bird monster. But Doc, what about me? I mean, I love all my children, but I love some of them more. All my children are equal in my eyes, but some of them are more equal than others. I hate the Danny DeVito penguin. What is... His whole thing is that he wears a suit. He's not supposed to be a weird penguin monster. I think that's silly. No, why? Because it's like... there are so many other monstrous Batman villains if you want to bring out the weird monster man. You're silly. While true, I feel like that's an unreasonable claim to be making. He'll be like Killer Croc or something. I mean, that's just a dude with a bad skin condition, but he lives in the sewers and stuff. I'm pretty sure I didn't send out that message that you can have two faces. I don't really see. Yeah, I hope everyone is taking care of themselves first before giving subs. As always. One of those things where it's... I'm pretty sure that every single streamer has had that whole spiel in one way or another where it's just like, never feel like you got a sub. Or never, get real wild and crazy and then wake up the next morning and be like, oh, man, I regret giving out all those subs. Think about yourself first and think about me, professional E-clown second. Semi-professional E-clown. There are so many more professional E-clowns than I. What am I saying? I'm more like an E-mime. No, but I talk. I guess I'm more like an I'm the Joker, baby. Of course. That's the perfect comparison. I wouldn't give away money I needed. I'm not that nice. Yeah, I mean, it's like, that's always what you hope, but it's like, also, you hope that it's like nobody's going to wake up the next morning and be like, oh, man, what did I do? Oh, no. Oh, geez. Oh, gosh. Yes, it's society. I'm a professional socialite. There we go. And here we are, back with yet another death. Oh, my God. Well, hey, at least the subs are still coming in hot and fast. Hey, and also a nice seismic strike increase. Increase in power. Hey, that's good, because I did actually manage to take something that's going to synergize with this a little bit better this time. Now I can only hope that I'm not going to die to a curse again. I can feel the throwing welling up in my bosom right now. Look, I'm already fully in try hard mode. I can't lose now. I heard bosom. Shut up. You know that is an actual word, right? Okay. There. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Throw the round. No! Look, Look, here's the thing. Look, I love spending time with all of my children here once again. But it's like we do have to actually do an episode here. I can't just keep allowing Shadow Fox to keep giving me subs forever. Well, no, I can't allow that. That's terrible. Although, no. Maybe just like one more. No. We're going to do a real run now. I sat up. I have good posture. I'm going to win the video game. I don't know what it is about the Knockback Shield that brings out the worst in me, gameplay-wise, but for some reason it's here. No subs allowed. No subs allowed. Nope, almost got the parry there. Okay, this is definitely the point in time to just really start mashing on all the skills that I got to make this work. Good. Oh, what a story, Mark. Oh man, thank you, Van Crotus. For all those subs. Once again, it's like very, very... This has been an interesting time in Twitch right now. Sorry I died a million times. I'll play better next time. Here, do now. Got it. Got it. Let's hit that and make sure I'm not going to die to this. Okay. God damn those subs. I know, right? There. Man. Just been... It's these protectors, by the way, if you're wondering what the real issue is. Those guys are not playing nice. Not that I expect them to. No, I expect them to die. But also, I can't really prevent them from doing that a lot. Hey! Yeah, there we go. Oh, man. And thank you, Shadow Foxy, one more time. Is it Christmas already? I mean, it is for me. I'm going to use this to buy me a Switch. Probably. In all likelihood. I do have to eventually buy that for, like, the new SMT game that is going to be coming out. Unfortunately, as much as A Wave of Denial does actually synergize well with this run, I mean, and it has been working pretty well, like, in the past, being sort of like an improved version of the Knockback Shield. I'm not going to take it this time. Not going to take it this time. And thank you, KVGAR, once again. You kept getting skipped, Am Not Nero. Well, I guess everybody in the chat right now is subbed, so that's cool. I'll take it. What was I even doing? I don't know. I'm kind of like losing it because of everything that's been happening right now. Give me disengagement. Always a safe bet to be taking. Also just been like super, super good. Yeah, I mean, it's like literally the entire chat is subbed right now. Good God. Just like when everybody's a mod. Yes, except the only power that you wield right now is giving me money. So that's cool. As always, I will never turn my nose up at that. Okay. The run, though, Knockback Shield, is at least going to be useful here where you got a little bit more vertically oriented type of area. Is Doc subscribed? I think I think I am automatically subscribed to myself. I mean, I could gift out subs at a discount because I get half the money. I should do that at some point in time. Although as of right now, I guess I don't really need to. As the case may be. Okay. Good. Also, I do see that there. This is the second challenge drift of the run since we restarted the thing now, so it's already looking significantly better, even just by stat-wise alone. Yes. Hey, as always, if you have a bad item, and if you have a very unimpressive item, please just have a very generous chat so you have something to talk about. But also, stats can fix that up just fine. Roll, duck, and... Oh, all right. This is just going to be like train wreck run saved by being streamed. Which, as always, that's why I like doing like half of these episodes streamed these days. Knockback just ain't that useful. What can I even say? Knocking enemies around, not that good. However, still, like I said before, still works. Okay, it still works as a shield. Now, now that I'm thinking about it, I might be able to knock back enemies into the Crusher. Hey, a little bit unfair. No, well, didn't work as well there then. This would actually be maybe the point in time that I want the grappling hook to be survival scaling once again. Just hit 9k channel points this race 6 years ago. We still got a long way till I'm going to be getting to a lot of those games, though. I'm going to have to just go make it be like, I'm recording 2 episodes of everything that I got on the list every day. Like roguelite stuff notwithstanding. I'm talking about, of course, the Risk of Rain and Hack. Because I think those ones are a little bit different. Good. Even with the slowdown. Slowdown, I was thinking might actually make the parry timing on this will be a little bit questionable, but it's... Thankfully, Dead Cells, of course, has very, very generous parry timing, so it's not even all that bad. Not even all that bad. Now, yeah, speaking of current events, life on Venus? I don't know, maybe. Either way, I think we're going to have to see a lot more about that. If there's even anything to be confirmed as of just yet. I mean, how many UFOs have we had confirmed in the past few months? As of just yet, nothing to be proven from it. But maybe one of these days. I don't know. That's all I can really say. Because it's one of those things where it's like, I don't know anything about this. Yay. There's a Knockback Shield usage for the episode. Come on, one more. You know, for fun. Whatever. It's fine. I mean, I don't even have, like, I got poison synergy on the Crusher, and, like, I need that on the Knockback Shield or something to actually make it worth it. Because as of right now, they're not really having too much of anything happening. Good and good. Luckily, with all the subs, you'll get more attention in Twitch, which leads to more subs. I like this sort of forward thinking, but also, once again, it's just like, man, that's a lot of subs, though. What a time to be on Twitch. Anyway, okay, come on, don't die here. That would be horribly embarrassing, especially after I just did the whole, like, I'm try-hard moding and all that sort of stuff. The power of Peanut and Shy Guy? Oh, dude, you're talking about SCP stuff? Because the SCPs are hiding all of the Venus monsters from us. The Venusians. Might as well call them by the proper name, now that they have revealed themselves as being real. I mean, I've been in contact with him for years, but nobody ever asks me about it. Anyway. Okay. And still just trying to look around for the food shop so I don't die. Good. I got this. I got this. I'm not going to die here. Okay, there we go. Now I can actually find out. Yeah, it's right down here. There we go. There we go. There we go. Perfect. Much, much nicer already. Many breeds of vulture will keep cool by defecating all over their own legs. Okay. Bird facts. Anyway. Pog. Yo, that's pretty pog, dude. That is not very pog of you, my son. Yeah, you can't parry that. I couldn't remember. Okay, yeah, well, anyway. I'd kind of like to see maybe, like, I don't know, something else, but I do want to get an upgrade for the shield soon enough. Now then. Let's throw this down. Knock back into the shield. Well, the garbage play continues unabated. Nothing will stop me from completely bungling this run at every single turn, apparently. Nothing. No amount of bird facts, generosity, or just in general having a pretty good run otherwise. That's 2 challenge rifts so far, but you know, hey, I'm still gonna screw this up in one way or another. Is this a shield showcase? Yeah, that's why I'm trying to really use the shield, but perhaps it is maybe turning on me as the worm does. Oh well. You gotta, you see it happen all the time. That's Dead Cells for you. Flamingos are things of nightmares, not graceful creatures. I don't even really think that's a fact. That sounds more like a, an opinion, an editorial. That sounds like a little bit of editorializing on your end. You're focusing too much on the shield, but this is the shield run. You gotta do the shield run. That's a shield. If you're not doing the shield run, you're doing the shield run. I mean, you're doing just a regular survival run. You're not doing a shield run. What am I even saying? Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Anyway. Bird fact, all the birds died in 1986 due to Reagan killing them and replacing them with spies are now watching us. The birds work for the bourgeoisie. That's more like Nier Automata, what happened with fish. Which was always one of the weirder little parts of lore in that game. Okay, okay. Ah, just why? I'm trying so hard and getting moderately far. Oh my god, shut up. Look, he's trying his best, chat. Good. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I can do bird facts forever. There's a lot of birds that exist. I think that's just a reasonable assumption to mean whenever you're doing a lot of trivia related to that. There. Good, good. Almost there. Might as well go for that parry. As always, knockback only works with the Spartan sandals on bosses, so it's mostly just using this as a shield, but even then I was doing very bad. You got this. Oh, come on. It's not that bad yet. I don't need moral support yet. Maybe after this run, but not yet. I'll take that instead of a thing. Yeah, I think that's probably a good idea. Okay. Now then, ADHD brain. I feel like I still don't get how your Cyclops video got more than 400,000 views. I don't know either, but it's like that still has remained like my most watched video day by day for since it came out. Well, one of my most watched videos. I think as of right now, having not updated anything in a couple days, it is. Once again. It's because people like the Scythe Claw. And why wouldn't they? It's a good weapon. That's the way I see it, at least. Okay. All right, and okay. Yeah, and it did come out right as the DLC came out. But I did also have an episode that I did as the DLC came out as kind of like my first look at it, which obviously did not get a million views. So, I don't know. Imagine using a flask before the Astrolab. This note brought to you by... I don't even know. People who don't use the Knockback Shield. Brutality Gang? Always don't brutalize them. They buff Spite Sword in 1.9 to do another run of it. I don't feel like they would have to like completely rework it for me to want to do another run. I've done several runs of it, especially with like the Dead Cells miniseries that I did. It was just a regular playthrough of the game. It's like how that one had a pretty prominent spiked sword run in it. So I think I'm still good on spite, at least for right now. At least for right now. Good, good. Okay. Parrying still works pretty well with that. And also pretty well with everything that requires you to not take damage when you know you're about to take damage. Yeah, give me a lot of extra health. I think that's going to be a lot more useful than just about anything else going on here right now. Okay. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. I am... It is still surprisingly hot outside for a kind of fall night, which is not making this any easier, let me tell you. Okay. Okay. No, wait. What's this? Yes. Yeah, Spike Sword is OP. It's a very good weapon. Synergizes well with shields, synergizes well with not taking melees, but doing a lot of extra damage. It's like a 6 times damage modifier, isn't it? Or something like just very large. I don't know the exact numbers. But it's a lot. And it is 100% worth it for the most part. I think you missed a challenge rune? I did? Wait, where? I didn't see it if it was here. I don't know. Back up in the tower? The tower. Looking around, but I'm not seeing anything as of right now. As always, I work entirely off of instinct, so I can just continue dodging all of these enemies while looking at the ground. Because I'm a madman that has played this game for way too long. And yet somehow all of these runs have been disasters. How does that even work? Weird, huh? Was it on top of the tower or something? I don't know if anybody else is seeing it. I'm not. You missed it again? Okay, come on. I am looking around as best I can right now, and I am not seeing it. Ah! Bruh. It's right there. Where is it? I don't see it. Also, it's right there. What does that even mean in any context? All right, well, I guess I'm going to have to go through real careful through this entire thing because I'm not seeing it. It means it was right there. Yeah? Over to the right. No, you gotta give me like a landmark or something. I don't know. I can't see directions, especially with the stream delay. Is it here? Over to the right? I mean, I'm not seeing it. No, the other side. Chad, you have to give me some sort of landmark here because this is not... I don't know. That makes no sense to me otherwise. Bruh. I'm crying. You have to... Look, Chad, if you're going to guide my hips, you got to give me something more specific than over there. Open your map. Is it here? Yeah, like which door is it closest to? We got a lot of doors, we got a lot of teleporters. You tell me like teleporter 1, 2, 3, 4, shop 1, 2, or just treasure or key. Because I'm not seeing anything. Teleporter 3 or 4. Teleporter 3 and 4. Okay. Would you really consider this a tower? I don't know, but I'm looking around now. I'm not seeing anything. Are you sure you saw something? Because I am doubting this more and more with time. It's over turnways. Oh, I see. It's on the ground. I don't know what did you... Every challenge rift is on the ground. I don't think there is one. Bruh stream. Are we just trolling? No, I really do. I have no idea what you guys are talking about. I mean, I'm trying to look for it here, but it's not here. This is such a disaster. You gotta be more specific. I haven't seen it. I have not seen it either. Which really makes me wonder. It's like between teleporter 3 and 4. And it's like, that's not... there is definitely nothing here. I can guarantee it. I'm looking, though. I mean, that's way too far. You're on 4-5? What are you doing? Okay, as of right now, there are exactly 4 teleporters on screen. What do you mean? What do you mean 4 and 5? You gave me a general direction, and there's nothing here. No, there's nothing here. Like, I can guarantee you right now there is absolutely nothing here. Send a clip. This is... Like, This is maddening. I am being maddened right now. I'm like John Madden here. Being maddened. Well, I got no idea. It is... If there is a challenge rift, I have my doubts about that. You got japed? I don't know if I did or if it was just like... I don't know. I don't know, because those things can be real sneaky. I trust chat on this one, and I'm open to backseating. I'm cool. I'm like your cool... I'm your cool Twitch daddy. I'm open to backseating. It's cool. But it's like I did, but I can't find it. Okay, well. Oh, just wanted to be the stream to be 4 hours long to watch you suffer. I don't think it's to watch me suffer. Exactly. Yeah, I looked all over that area, and there's nothing. I'm actually howling. Did you tell me where it is now? And not in terms of over there. Okay. Seagulls sleep on the ground with their feet repeatedly to make worms think it's raining, so they'll come out of their holes. Oh, seagulls slap the ground. Ah. Ah, yes, the Runly trapped chest. No clip equals not true. Big fake. Well, anyway, yeah, let's go to the tower. It could be there or it might not be there. What kind of set do you normally have? I usually build it around a frost effect. I mean, it depends on what sort of items I'm getting. Like, as of right now, I'm just going big damage with Death Orb and the Crusher. And it's like a low cooldown as well with the mutations that I have. That's the only thing that I am... It's the only thing that I'm, like, building around as of right now. Look, when I can post this up later, people are going to say if there was a challenge rift there or not. And they will also not have to see that entire thing because I'll put in Space Station Silicon Valley music with the title 20 minutes later on it. I guess I am going to have to take on the potion charge here, though, which is not good, but whatever. I'll deal with it. It could be worse. I've certainly had worse runs than this, comparatively. Kind of. Well, maybe. No, I've definitely had worse runs than this. From the original Frantic Sword run, that one also took like 7 tries to get right. Okay. Bird fact, fairy terns, native to Hawaii, don't build nests, they just lay their eggs on tree branch like an idiot. Again, I feel like that's not so much a fact, more editorializing. Okay. Okay, and one more. Okay. Oh, man. There. I don't think it existed. I went back and I looked. Didn't see anything in that area. People are going to... Wait a second. What does it say here? They decrease the cooldown hella. Stun grenade is good now. Oh, is it? Maybe I'll actually check that out at some point in time. I have already done a stun grenade run, though, right? That feels like one that I got out of the way because I'm just like, this isn't a good item. Because it's kind of not. If I'm being real with y'all. You just skip a scroll fragment? I mean, I'll go back for it. Those at least show up on the map easily. Easy to see. Skipping a scroll fragment, WTF, mate? I mean, certainly I've done that like after bosses a lot, so it's not entirely unusual. I got it, though. He's cool. Good. Once again, having that whole, now I'm gonna actually take like I might actually take. Okay. The necromancy in the next area just to really get the malaise down because it's kind of been not going great so far. Oh yeah, what do we got? 12 seconds? I don't know. I don't think that is lower cooldown. I don't know if that's a really low cooldown yet. It is a little bit more. Palatable, but still, I think stunning just doesn't quite compare to freezing in a lot of ways. Just the two are too similar, but one clearly has an advantage over the other. Gastro should double malaise reduction. Yes, I agree. It should. Yeah? Yeah. Okay. I mean, I don't know why it doesn't. They did that for like... Yeah. They did that for like Alienation, where they gave you malaise reduction as well as healing, which made it a lot better to use. I don't know why they didn't do the same thing for Gastronomy. I don't know. I mean... Oh, whoops, my hand slipped. I mean, that didn't happen? I mean, whatever. Look, I did it. I'm guilty. You got me. It's fine. It's fine. Guys, stop it. He's got it. The power of subs believes. Yeah, exactly. With so many more subs here, I gotta take all of your belief like some sort of monetarily fueled spirit bomb, and that's how I'm gonna win this run. If Goku had to ask for money every time he did a spirit bomb, that would be a much different series. That would be like some sort of Mad Magazine parody. What am I even saying? This is terrible. I should stop talking about that now. Anyway, not gonna stop talking. Oh, never. Base DPS is still great compared to Seismic, and it's faster. Yeah, but it doesn't have the synergy with the. Oh no, I wanted to go the other way. Yeah. Doesn't quite have the synergy with the mutation though, which I was kind of relying on for a lot of damage by using the skills a lot. I think I wasn't actually paying attention that much, if I'm being real with you. But okay, that's fine. Yeah. More subs for the sub bomb power. Oh man. Oh, that would make Bulma / Hercule the pre. Yeah, no, that's a good point. That is kind of like what Hercule did. They actually did that in the series. That's true. I wouldn't really say Bulma. She was really more of a tech character, from what I remember. I don't know. You know, I'm gonna be real with you yet again. Didn't really like GVZ all that much, or Dragon Ball at that for that matter. You know, just eh. Well, I mean, if they needed cash, she was rich AF. Yeah, well, yeah, of course. That's. I guess that makes more sense. I mean, she was like the daughter of the head of the Capsule Corporation, or did she run it herself? I don't remember. Because she was like a small child in the first series, so you wouldn't think. I don't know. Bulma's family were rich due to owning Capsule Corp. Yeah, okay. It was her family. I don't like anime much at all. I mean, I've got to watch more anime at some point in time. Got to get up with all the cool kids on the internet. Because as of right now, I'm not. Well, not quite there. Yeah, getting the melee strike is a little bit difficult. If you ever need more subs, hit me up. You have done more than enough. I could not possibly ask anything else. There we go. Mostly okay. Shields are still very good. Shields are still very good against the Timekeeper, after all. And especially with like nearly 30 survival coming into this fight. Even an unimpressive, like I said, even an unimpressive item can really get buffed up a lot when it comes to just raw statage alone. Thank you, Shadowfoxy, again. Oh, man. I came from a subculture where sub means something completely different, so these talks are funny to me. I mean, what? It means for the part of the subculture? If I'm the lone unsub streamer, I guess. It's like $50. I'll take $50. That's cool. Let's go to the castle. My black hole wallet, my business. As always, I'm never going to say no. Close enough. Don't really know what to do with shields when it comes to that sort of deal. Oh, and I am... Oh, by the way, I noticed right now I finished exactly at 50% of my health. Meaning that it's just like I'm not going to be able to heal up anymore. But that's okay. What I want to do is I want to try to get some big buff from... Whatever. It's fine. I want to get a big buff from the gastronomy before going into the next fight. And we'll leave it at that. Oh, God. What a terrible turn of events there. Limfao. Man, should I just post that episode up by itself?